Limes? What do they have to do with card making? Hello everyone, my name is Brennan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a collaboration with one of my most favorite YouTubers, Ardyth. She makes such beautiful cards using tips and techniques she created. Today we're going to be using one of her favorite techniques, limes. This is a way you can recreate someone else's card without it being exactly the same. If you were wondering what limes meant, it means to list, include, modify, exclude, and spin. For this video, I'm going to be using limes on this card by Ardyth. She used an orange, red, and blue color scheme with a white embossed image and sentiment. She also used two different circle elements. I'm going to include the big circle element as well as the white embossing for my sentiment. I'm going to modify the color scheme, adding green and purple instead of orange and red. I'm going to exclude the little tiny circles around the larger circle, and for my own special spin, I'm going to use 3 larger circles, as well as some critters and florals. I'm going to be using my gel press, as well as some Distress Oxide ink pads. Those are in the colors Wilted Violet, Salty Ocean, and Cracked Pistachio. Once my ink's onto my press, I'm going to take my Distress Sprayer and spray some water onto the inks. Once there's water there, I'll take a piece of paper and put it onto the ink. The paper slid and I thought my press was ruined, but it came out so beautiful. Once the paper was dry, I cut out 3 circles with a stitched circle die from Waffle Flower. I'll be using the Blooming Dahlia plushie stamp set from Clearly Besotted, and I'll be using the little bunny and bear, as well as the Sending Hugs and Kisses sentiment. For the flowers of the critters, I'll be using the Copic markers V12, V15, B05, and B2. For the leaves and stems, I'll be using G24. For the rabbit, I'll be using N4 and N1. And for the bear, I'll be using E59 and E57. I am far from an expert when it comes to Copic coloring, but what I always do is I go in with a marker that is darker first. So in this case, E59. Then I'll go in with a lighter color and keep going back and forth, back and forth. Eventually, I'll get some sort of blend that I like. It's not perfect, but I think it comes out pretty good. Once the bear is done, I'll go in with my green G24 just to do the stem. I'm going to forget to do the leaf here, but I promise I'll go back and do it. Now I'm going to start coloring the flower that the bear is holding with V12 and V15. Just like when I colored the bear, I'm going to go in with the darker color first, V15, and then the lighter color, V12. I'll keep blending these back and forth to get a really cool gradient effect. Now I'm going to go back in to do the leaf that I forgot to do. So since I'm only using one color and not doing any color blending, what I'm going to do is go in and color the leaf first, just all in G24, and then I'll go back in and go over the veins of the leaf to give it a little dimension. It's not much, but I think it adds a pretty cool touch to the leaf. Here's the finished bear. He looks so cute with that flower. Now I'm going to start coloring in the bunny. You're never going to guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with the darker color, N4 first, and then go in with the lighter color, N1. So once again, I'm just going to go back and forth, and I'll keep doing this until I get a good blend that I like. I'm going to color in the ears and also the arm, which I'll forget to do here, but once again, I'll go back and do it in the N1. Now I'm going to color this flower blue. I'm going to use B05 and B02. I think you already know the routine at this point. I'm just going to do the darker color first, lighter color second, and I'll keep doing this until all the petals are colored. Now that I'm done coloring the flower, I'm going to color the leaf in G24. Just like before, I'm going to color the entire leaf first, and then I'll go back in with the same color to do the little veins. This just adds the tiniest bit of dimension that I think makes the leaf look a little more lifelike. Here's the finished bunny. I really like how his flower came out. Here's the Sending Hugs and Kisses sentiment in Boston White embossing powder. Now I'm going to take a card front. Mine measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 and assemble the circles in a triangular formation. Once I like the layout, I'm going to take my art glitter glue and start to glue down the circles. Now that the circles are all glued down, it's time to add the critters. I decided to put the bunny on the top circle and then the bear on the bottom circle. Now I just have to glue down the bear and my card is practically finished. Now I'm going to add a black border to my card front. This is totally an optional step, but I personally just like how it looks. All that I have to do now to finish the card is adhere the card front to my card base. So I'll add a little glue to the back of it and glue it onto my card base. And there we go. I really like how this card came out. I think it's pretty obvious that some elements, such as the circles and the white embossing, come from artist's card, but I added a couple of my own unique touches, such as the different color palette, more circles, and the critters. Limes is such an amazing way to draw inspiration from other people's cards or other items in general. Now it's time to go hop over to Artist's channel to see what amazing cards she makes. Thank you all so much for watching, and bye! Happy crafting!